Hey folks, today quick little video for in the topic of coding interviews for DevOps and SRE roles. Um, you would think that for a coding interview in DevOps or SRE, you would get something like Terraform or Ansible or stuff like that, right? Or a CI/CD pipeline, something of that nature. But there's a reason why, and I'm going to explain that to you in a second. That's not the case, right? So before I go forward, please subscribe to my channel. When I see people subscribing, that tells me people are getting help from this channel, and that motivates me to do more videos for you folks every day. So moving on to the topic. So what you get is actually a real coding interview, not like lead code type. Well, it is lead code type, but it is on the easy end of things, right? Somewhat easy end of things. But the point is, you're a lot less likely to get a Terraform question in the coding interview or Ansible one or um, a, a CI/CD pipeline. Why? Because it takes a lot of effort for the interviewer to set up a coding interview with in those three topics. It takes a lot of effort. You got to set up some kind of project. You got to set up some kind of access, and then give it to the person, and then that person has to get those access and whatnot. So it is not very convenient for the interviewer to set up a coding test like that. So what do interviewers do for coding interviews for DevOps and SRE is they actually do the same thing they do for software engineers. They give you an algorithmic test. Like, so let's say, hey, I have a string, a very long string. Find out how many repeats there, or something of that nature. Something that requires you to think about algorithm and then do live coding to solve that problem, right? And 99% of the time you get to pick the language. They don't say, it has to be this language. You get to pick Golang or Python or whatever is your most favorite language, right? But then the thing is, because in DevOps we work a lot more with strings than we do with math or or lists or uh, binary trees and stuff like that. So what you end up getting, I would say, vast majority of the time, is some kind of algorithmic coding that involves strings, right? So if you practice coding in your favorite language, let's say Python or Golang, string algorithms, you can look them up on LeetCode, you can look them on ChatGPT, whatever, right? Practice those. Practice algorithms that are tested on strings in your favorite language. You're likely to cover, I want to say, 70 to 75% of the coding tests if you do that. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.